and welcome once more to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Amata. Today is the 10th of December and I'm here as always to give you your daily dose of your latest gaming news. Now, there has been some speculation regarding the Xbox One as to how much space of the 500 gig hard drive you actually get to use, as of course at the time of recording you cannot see how much space you're actually using up. You can only see how much space each game is using by itself and basically calculate it to see how much space you're using. Now, as with any hard drive, you don't get the full run of the entire capacity. That's pretty much just how every hard drive ever works, and it is of course the same with the Xbox One. Now, as I said previously, the Xbox One doesn't tell you how much space you're using or at any given time or what the limit is, but IGN has done a little bit of math and concluded that you have access to roughly 362 to 365 gigabytes of memory. Now, as I said, this was revealed by IGN, who have done a rather nice video on the subject, and of course I will be linking the video in the description for you guys to give a watch if you want to, but I am going to be covering most of the key points. Now, you might be wondering, well, how many games have they got for that space? And, well, for the games they have specifically downloaded, of course, your mileage may vary depending on the games you're buying. If you're buying a lot of indie games that are only about, I don't know, 10 gigs or something, just to throw a number out there, then, of course, you're going to be able to download a lot more of them. And if you're buying AAA games, which have typically taken from anything from 35 gigs to 45 gigs. So it really depends on the kind of games you're downloading. However, IGN have managed 20 games. So that's still a decent amount of games, but it does seem a rather significant chunk of the hard drive which is inaccessible. Just to give a little bit of clarification, a Windows 7 PC with a 1TB hard drive, just for example, will let you use 931 gigabytes of its capacity. So the Xbox One interface and native apps are using a fair bit of space. So let's assume that we have 362 gigabytes available to us on the Xbox One hard drive. How much space is the native OS and all the apps that come pre-installed actually taking up? And the answer to that is 138 gigabytes, which is not exactly a small number to say the least. Now, of course, at the moment, at the time of recording, there is a little bit of a lack of data management tools on the Xbox One. And, of course, the Xbox One will tell you when you're out of space and give you the opportunity to perhaps uninstall some games or apps that you're not using. Although I'd imagine that you will not be allowed to uninstall certain apps that come with the console, such as, say, I don't know, Internet Explorer or what have you. But, of course, you cannot just manage your data by checking, oh, I've got X amount of space left out of X, which Microsoft have said that they're going to be adding at a later date, but at the time of recording is not implemented into the Xbox One. So this gives you a little bit of an update about the Xbox One hard drive and how much space you actually have available to you. Now, of course, this early in the console's life cycle, filling up the space, unless, unlike IGN, you're trying to do lots of research, downloading lots of games, doing lots of reviews and that sort of thing, you're not going to be using up that space anytime soon. But Microsoft have said that they're going to be adding data management and ability to check how much there is actually on the hard drive in the future, but I hope it's soon, basically, and I just hope they're a bit more transparent about how much space each thing is supposedly using up. As of course, I think people would like to know, you know, how much space is X game using, how much space am I using total, and that sort of thing. Now, as I said previously, if you go on a game, you can see how much space that it is. You know, in the video, they look at an NBA, I believe, and it's about 43 gigs, if I remember correctly. So it does show you that, but it doesn't show you the total hard drive space, which I thought was a little bit weird even back when I did a news video on that quite a long time ago. And of course, in the future, we'll be seeing the release of external hard drives for the X1, but that's quite a ways away yet. So just a little bit of an update there for you guys using the Xbox One. Just thought I'd keep you informed, as we like to do here. Anyway, that is me done for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.